What's going on, UAW family? You know, yesterday we had a great day, and we definitely got some facts out. Shout out to my UAW family that tuned in yesterday. Um, it was a great candidate forum. I just want everybody to know that I'm here to take this job serious. This job of Secretary Treasurer is nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. And I said a few things yesterday. I just want to get back to what I was talking about for myself. So I mentioned over 20 financial certification. I printed out a few of my certifications, and I just name off a few here. Dealing with multi-state payroll issues. So I was certified with that. Onboard best practices for millennials and all employees. Transitioning to management, GAAP gap for nonprofits, best accounts payable compliance practices, um, coaching skills for managers, uh, new GAAP revenue recognition rules, um, communicate with confidence for financial administrators, professionals, employee expense reimbursements. Again, as UAW, I was the expense reimbursement administrator for our staff, where you had to complete your um, expense report in a timely manner. And I was the one that approved your expenses to get paid back to you, your per diem. Um, the ABCs and XYZs of correcting IRS forms, critical negotiation skills for financial officers. When is a 1099 backup withholding required? Also, more financial information that's important to us as International Union. Basic accounting and finance for non-accounting professionals. Succession planning, leadership development. I even took a COVID-19 guidance, the latest compliance requirements. 2021 payroll tax, new forms of requirements explained, new form 1099 NEC. Pivot tables, Excel for beginners. I took that certification. That wasn't really a financial certification, but it was definitely good to know and be able to utilize my Excel skills. Form 941, new information you need to know for the year 2021. Took that workshop. Electronic records retention. In the financial world, records are key, right? We have to make sure we back our records up. When I was in accounting, we had a ton of folders with actual physical documents in them. And we actually had to actually start putting those physical documents into digital form. We still got a lot of physical paper documents, I'm assuming. I don't know what has changed over the last 4 years, but I will tell you, it will be one of my main goals if we still have all of these boxes we're paying for storage of physical documents. We need to convert them to digital documents. We have to bite the bullet and make sure we do that. Multitask role of a CFO, controller, payroll tax changes for 2022. These are just, again, certifications that I received while working in accounting at the UAW. I was so fortunate to take advantage of a program that the International Union was paying for. So they actually gave me the knowledge to be able to confidently step into the role of Secretary Treasurer. Now, I can't say that for everybody that's in this race, but I am in this race to win this race. The most qualified candidate in the race, I'm confident to say that. Again, welcome y'all to Financial Fridays. Give it up for Financial Fridays. I want to make sure we clap it up. We here today. My name is Roc Ciers. I'm doing this to make sure that people understand what it is that we're doing. I want to talk a little bit more about my qualifications. Also, I just want to equate some of my skills. I want to go back to when I was a journeyman millwright, right? And to all my skilled trades. Shout out to all my skilled trades out there. Shout out to all my skilled trades out there. We, as skilled trades, men and women, we definitely are troubleshooters, and we learn how to fix problems. And when I say that nothing is ever the same, you could go change a motor, you could go change a conveyor belt. Is That's how it was. Well, I just want to say that even in the auditing world, no locals books are always the same. Bylaws are always different. Record keeping is always different. Again, last episode I gave a shout out to those locals with good books. Give a shout out to those locals with good books. Yes, locals with good books. Give another shout out. Yes. Want to make sure we get that in there. It's important for an auditor to come into a local and make sure that the ledgers are separated. You want to make sure the time periods are identified, the folders are created. Worst thing you can do is go into a local and they give you a box full of papers, right? No. It is a financial secretary responsibility to make sure they identify the ledgers by the year. I suggest every 6 months. So that you can do it per audit period for the local union. The trustees have to audit the books twice a year. Audits are due February 28th and August 31st. So we want to make sure that the books are kept in fiduciary manner. So again, today on Financial Friday, we also want to talk about accountability, right? We have to have responsibility for the things we do in this world of finance for the International Union. We must make sure that when you make a mistake, you own it. When you make a mistake, you own it. It's all, things happen. But the worst thing you could ever do as a financial officer is to plug numbers, right? To make up things, because to try to force a balance, those are things we should never do. And I'm just saying, for those officers out there, just take your job serious. If you need help, I am going to build a system that is going to assist you, right? We want to make sure we have a hotline that you can call, that you can actually get in touch with someone in the auditing department that's representing you. We have, from what I understand yesterday, we have plenty of new employees that should be able to answer questions and answer phones that are not on the road. They're in the office, so they should be able to get to you. But that won't be for long. When elected Secretary Treasurer, I will definitely make sure those auditors get the training to be auditors. That the training they need. We will have a boot camp. We want to get everyone up to speed. At this point, even if we have to reach out to some former auditors to come in and help train, if we have to have a boot camp for 2 weeks, a week, some type of continuous online training. And that's one thing we need to do. As obvious is we need to develop an online program. But I'm gonna tell you, as an auditor, you really have to get out in the field. You have to develop your style. And so that's one thing I want to make sure that these auditors do. Because when I did my training, I trained for 4 months. I went to my mentor's house. He was one of my favorite people in the world. Went to his house. We trained. We got on the road. We did some audits. I got my feet wet. And eventually, the bird leaves the nest. You got to get out there and develop your style. You got to get into the locals. You have to make sure you're there, because if we don't see a local union within one election cycle, what? Things can happen. And so we want to avoid those type of misappropriation opportunities for local unions to fall into the trap, because what if a financial secretary who didn't get reelected, felt like they wanted to do something wrong. And we never even came in to see, their books. So they felt like they could do it. And now you got a new financial secretary, then you finally get there. Auditors is given a 5-year local audit, and that's rough, right? You want to stay on at least a 3-year cycle. 5 years, it takes more time, right? It gets a little bit more confusing, especially if you're just starting out. So we want to get on a 3-year cycle, and make sure that the locals get the service they need. All right. Another thing I want to talk about, I talked about yesterday, generational wealth. One thing I want to do is talk about generational wealth. Let's give it up. Give it up, Roc Ciers. It's for the gains, not only in the market for the international union, but for the gains in your market as well. For you, your 401k, your investment portfolio, you are having the opportunity to build generational wealth by obtaining real estate. And so we want to bring a few things. So let me just talk about a few topics, right? Like estate planning. Like what goes into estate planning? How many of you out there actually have created a plan for your family? These are things that we should be talking about. I will bring this to the FOC, to the Financial Officers Conference. Estate planning. I have some other things I want to do for the local unions as well. We're going to talk about that later. Create a will, consider a revocable living trust, right? A revocable, which means you can make changes. Review your trust every 3 to 5 years. You have to review it. Update beneficiaries on all account. I can't tell you how important this is. Like some of us don't even know who, well, I should say this. Some of us don't even know that you have to update your beneficiaries like every so often. Just take a look at least once every year. Make sure that the people that you have as your beneficiary are the people you want to benefit from your estate. You have to do this. Make sure you continue to take a look. Don't never just take it for granted unless you're real comfortable with who it is and what it is. But life changes. You don't want to get caught in that situation where someone is getting your benefit and another person really deserved it. All right. Make sure someone knows where your important documents are located, right? And I'll suggest get a thumb drive. Get a thumb drive, put life on it, right? Tell people in your family that you're close to, you got a thumb drive with the pictures that you want to have used for your timely, untimely or timely passing, because there's nothing worse than somebody trying to figure out what to use. Documents, life insurance policies, information. You want to make sure you have that information. And review your powers of attorney, right? Health, care, and directives. You want to make sure you have these power of attorney, power of attorney for your finances, power of attorney for your health care. Make sure those documents are in your portfolio or on your thumb drive so that they can be printed out easily, that are signed, right? Signed, notarized. Got to make sure you have all that, okay? All right, next week we're going to talk more about retirement planning, investing, protecting your family, and again, financial organization. This whole podcast is about local union finances, your personal finances. I don't like to go longer than 15 minutes, but again, so let me end it with this. Just remember, when your ballot come in the mail, my name is Roc Ciers. I'm running for Secretary Treasurer. Please give me a look for Secretary Treasurer. I'm the only independent candidate on the slate. I mean, not on a slate. Not on a slate. I'm the only independent candidate not on a slate. No slate, right? That means I'm going to be the watchdog for this international union. I'm going to work hard for you. I am only beholden to you. As we see and as we have seen, there's so much infighting going on. Other candidates running this race are definitely on slates, beholden to people they feel they can trust and people they feel that they will, be subservient to. I'm only subservient to you, the membership of the union, the membership of the International Union, UAW. I am so proud to say that I will work for you day one, and I'm going to bring my expertise to the Secretary of Treasury's office. Proud to say everything I've earned, all my credentials have come from being in the union. My bachelor's degree, my labor study degree, my 2 associate's degrees. I don't talk about much about that, but my plant maintenance from Henry Ford Community College and my business associates from Wayne County Community College. My master's degree from Central Michigan University, my business degree from Wayne State University, right? My journeyman card, you know, and well over 20 financial certifications from Aurora Advantage. Again, all paid for by the union. My whole career, I have worked towards financial excellence in the union. 1-term trustee, 2-term financial secretary elected, UAW auditor, assistant director in accounting, assistant director in auditing, and now the Region 1 education rep. So we're going to sign out today. I want to say thank you. Give myself a round of applause. Yo, Roc Ciers. Go to RocCiers.com as soon as you can. And make sure you go to YouTube and check out the debate. Check out the debate. All right. Have a blessed day. Bye.